What's up YouTube, Metro Hero 2012 here, bringing you a video, FIFA 17 Road to Glory. We're taking Aston Villa from the Champions League all the way up to the Barclays Premier League, and then hopefully going to make a name for ourselves there. So I know Aston Villa has been in the Premier League kind of recently and whatnot, but they definitely haven't had the success that they want to there. So we're going to be taking the club, building it the way I think it should be built, and then going from there to try to make a name for ourselves in the Premier League as well as around the world. So we're gonna go ahead, launch it up here. You can see people like Gundogan are going for $59 million, and our transfer budget is only about 20. So we're definitely on the lower end. I don't have the 60% increased transfer budget because I'm playing on Xbox this year. I played on PlayStation last year, so I did have that additional transfer budget, but if you switch systems you don't get like the loyalty rewards, so I'm gonna have to be working with a little bit less here. And there you go, there's another player going for 20 million. So it's gonna be kind of difficult to be getting this going, but we're gonna try to utilize our money the best we possibly can, sell some old players. Essentially we're gonna be cleaning house, just trying to get in good young talent that can grow and become way more valuable than we bought them for. So we definitely don't have much of a transfer budget, so we're going to try to do as much with it as possible, and that's not going out and just buying one person for our entire transfer budget. We're going to have to make this work, sell some players, maybe make a big transfer, but we really need to be investing in young players. So here I'm just going through and adding some people to the loan list, adding some people to the transfer list, just trying to get my roster sorted out as of now. So you can see we're pretty much listing everybody on the transfer list who's able to, and then whoever's not, we're kind of offering up for a short loan so that they can improve a little bit throughout this season if they're not going to play for us, and then hopefully sell them in the second transfer window to buy more players then. So it's going to be a little bit tricky to get this team good because of how low our transfer budget is, and the players really aren't worth anything. You can see like probably the total value of my entire squad is like the equivalent of 1 star in the Premier League. So if you take 1 star, if you were to put like Eden Hazard on Aston Villa and we were to sell him, he'd be worth the entire team, is essentially what's happening. So really going for a challenge here, but we're definitely going to try to build Aston Villa up to something great. We're just going to keep listing some players here. It takes a little while. I probably should have put this in fast forward, but sorry guys, I didn't. Next time I will. But really just going through the line, adding anyone and everyone that we can, transfer list to kind of get them off our books. Like I said, we're kind of starting from scratch. We're trying to get as much money as physically possible so that we can buy the players we really want to bring in the squad. I want to get like 1 solid player at each and every position. And then grow them from there, have them grow together as a team, bring them up from youth, and just have a really awesome development on this team. Definitely going to focus on young players to grow them in old players, and then next year we can look at using our transfer budget to buy big name players. Next year or the year after, that's the plan at least. Heading into our first training session here, we really don't have any of the players that we're eventually going to be training, so we're just going to train up some of the young guys on the team, try to get them good so that they're worth more. Goalies are usually a good thing to invest time in. It looks like our first transfer offer is for Vaclav Cerny, and they accepted it. There were some other teams interested for like $3 million, so I went ahead and just scooped him up for $2,500,000. I think it was a really good signing. He's a really young 69 overall right wing. We're going to have to go and adjust the lineup a little bit later, but his stats are actually pretty good for a right wing, so if we want to go 4-3-3, he's definitely going to be helpful in that regard, and he's only 18 years old, so actually for almost being 70 overall, Ajax has a ton of really talented young players, so we scooped him up from then, and hopefully he's going to be a good player for us. If not, we can look at selling him later. So one of the surprise signings, I was actually able to acquire Dele. I am normally a Tottenham fan. We were able to give them $19 million in Jordan Ayew. It says he's worth about $40 million. He's only 20 years old. He's going to get way better. His potential is sky high for someone who's only 20 years old and 80 overall. So he's really going to turn into one of the best players in the Premier League, and we got him, I think, at a value at 20 million in trading IU. Let me know what you guys think, but I thought that was a bargain. And here we go into our next training session. Now we can focus on Cerny and Ali, as well as getting our goalkeepers from training. We were able to sell Gardner, it looks like, and also we were able to get Gyro Ridewald, the center back from Ajax. So we're getting a couple Ajax players, but we traded Micah Richardson at only 3 million, so he's actually a really good center back to get for that value. We sold another player, just trying to rack up as much money as possible. And then also we got Reece Oxford. He is the player to sign FIFA 17 center back. He's 17 years old. He's only 6'6" overall, but he grows really fast. Like, he'll be 75 overall by the end of the year, so he's the best bargain to build a player with. Looks like we sold another player, and we're trying to make a move on Tin Jedvaj, the right back for Bayer Leverkusen. They have a lot of great young people as well. And then heading into another training, we're kind of spreading the wealth now that we have a lot of players that we like. So Oxford, Ridewald, Ali, Cerny, and then our goalie is getting better with this training. So definitely making good progress in that regard. So we're gonna go ahead. We're trying to get Lawton from Monaco. Anyways, he's a very good left wing, but if we can't get him, I have another left wing in mind that we'll probably be pursuing next year, actually, because he's not available at the time. But put a guess in the comments if you think you know who that left wing is, and I'll let you know if you're right or not. And then moving on, we actually sold another guy, got some more money. We're just really wheeling and dealing, trying to get the players we want, and trying to make a move on Marcus Rashford. He's the guy I want to be our future striker for this squad. I'm going to go ahead and make a move on him, even though it's unacceptable. We keep pushing, and it looks like Monaco accepted our offer, but we had Bun included in that deal. And Bun, I believe, is the player that we also included in the Rashford deal. So we're going to go ahead and offer him a contract in case we can't get Rashford. But we're definitely going to stall until we hear back from Manchester United that for sure we can't get Rashford, because he's really the guy that we would want. We kind of want to build our team around Dele Alli and Rashford if we can get him. So we're going to go ahead with an all-in offer of 9,900,090, and Bun, our old kind of old goalkeeper. And then we're trying to pursue Alban Lafont, also with Bun, so everybody's interested in Bun, but we can't really give him to everybody, and it looks like Manchester United is interested in that deal, so we are going to be able to get Marcus Rashford. Kind of a crazy thing to be able to get Marcus Rashford and Dele Alli both on Aston Villa in the Champions League, so we're looking like we're going to have a pretty good season this year. And jumping right into training here, we can trade Oxford, Ridewald, Ali, Cerny, and then our goalie again. And there we go. Marcus Rashford has accepted his contract. He wants to come play and be the man for Aston Villa. We're taking him on, and now we have practically nothing left of a transfer budget. We're going to have to try saving up for the next transfer window. But it's pretty cool that we got him. We definitely got a better team than I was expecting to right off the bat. We're going to go ahead and put in who we have, adjust our lineup a little bit, get all our young guys in there. So we have Oxford, Ridewald, new center backs, putting Greenish in, and Green, just putting everybody young who can grow in, Rashford, Dele Alli, and Cerny. So I think really our starting lineup turned out super well. I'm super excited about it so far. So we're going to jump into our last training here, but I did want to mention that for next episode, we're going to be playing our first game and also kind of taking suggestions on who we think we should be pursuing and who we should be training, stuff like that. I think we have a super good start here, and I have some ideas for the second transfer window, so we're going to try to get to the second transfer window as soon as possible. But I am going to be playing a few games. I'm thinking of playing people in the top half of the table. If you guys think that's a good idea, leave a thumbs up in the comments below. Let me know what you think about that. But I think playing the top half of the table is probably the best way to go, and then just simming the bottom half because we have a better chance of winning those games. So I kind of want to get through the season faster like that. So let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for watching episode 1, and I'll see you in episode 2.